Hi there, this is Ali. Just wanted to give you a little, tour of my the apartment that I've been living in for the last like I'll be leaving Toronto today, and heading out to Nova Scotia where I've bought the land I will hopefully be building my farm on. So yeah, this is the apartment I've been living in for the last 3 years, and the roof, the most important thing. Like metaphorically you say, "Yeah, at least I've got a roof on my head," but the roof I had on my over my head, it dripped on me for 2 years. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see, the bulb holder is hanging from, like, by the wires, and there is a hole and there are rodents in between, the space between the drywall and the metal roof. I can hear them running around all night, and sometimes even their droppings fall down from this hole. And you can see, like, the roof kept dripping from all these areas. You can see the wall, it's all soaked. Like, every time there was a heavy snow, and as the snow melted, the roof started dripping. You see this? You see, these are the places the roof dripped from. I had to put buckets underneath to catch the drips. And this, just like this pan, it's meant to catch the drips if the roof drips. It's also quite badly cluttered up right now because it's my last day and I'm just about to move. I still have to do some cleaning around, but and this is the washroom. You can see it's also not in a very good shape, and the worst of all, the flush tank didn't work, and I've had to fill it up manually with using this jug. Like, I've been filling up this flush tank with jugs in order to flush the toilet, which obviously is not in a very good shape because it can be, it's not easy to flush it every time. And this is the shower. It's all it's also quite, moldy everywhere. uh, and you can see again the roof. So this is the kind of place I've been living in. So for me, starting off from scratch and building something from the ground up, like in, in a faraway place, in a desolate land, is not going to be like that much of a challenge. As you can see, like, I've spent 3 years here. So, like, if you live in a place like this, then anything is, like, you're in the mood for anything. You can do anything, and you can cope with any kind of circumstances, any kinds of living conditions. One thing that I really like about this, room or apartment, whatever you like to call it, because it's just one room and a washroom, is that the laminate is pretty good, and it like, you know I, I, I've got my own mess all over too right now. But, like, the laminate is quite good, and as you can see, it holds off to, like, it you know as opposed to the new laminates that just you know they just swell and buckle very very quickly, like, under moisture. This one, resists moisture quite well. Or, yeah, that's the only thing I liked about this, because you can actually wipe it and it still doesn't go bad. Other than that, I really didn't like this place, and this was the worst place I've I've ever lived in my entire life. And the place was crawling with, uh, yeah, it was crawling with roaches and bed bugs. And mind you, like, even though I come from a third world country, I had never seen bed bugs back home. The only time and the first time I ever saw bed bugs was in Canada. Yeah, so, like, I bought these like this little guy, this quail that I bought as a chick. I actually bought four chicks, but then I went out of town for a few weeks, and I gave those four chicks, like they had all grown up by then. Like they were, like I bought them 1 week old, and then they were like 6 weeks old when I left town for 2 weeks, and I like entrusted them to one of my friends. But when I came back, like two of them had already died, and the other two, they were both males, and they were always fighting with each other and trying to mount each other. They were really probably quite desperate. So I just ate one of them, and this is the only one I have left right now. Usually he runs around everywhere, like eating bugs, and it's no shortage of bugs here. But right now, like I just closed it because it was bothering me too much. So, anyways, yeah, he's also going to go with me to the property in Nova Scotia because he has also endured a lot here. So I think he should get something out of it, like some kind of reward for his suffering, just like I'm going to get some reward like when I go there. So yeah, that's about it for now. You see how excited he is. Just hearing about Nova Scotia and going there and having a place for ourselves. So let's see what happens. Uh, I'll keep updating you guys regularly, and we'll see how things go. Right now, I'm really tired, and yeah, I'm going to take some rest before I set out. And yeah, this will be my last few hours here in this apartment or room, whatever you like to call it. And that's it. Thank you.